Hey everyone, Tapdawg here with Little Alchemist Helper, and today I am redoing my pack review for the Bloody Pack. It will be back in the shop, well, tomorrow for me, but I don't know if I'm releasing this today or tomorrow, so regardless, it'll be back in the shop right around now. And Monumental has come in and made some significant changes to this pack, as well as to the Halloween pack. So I'm going to do a pack review for that one as well. I assume that this one's coming out first and then Halloween will be next. So hopefully I'm right. If not, it'll be a little awkward. But let's talk about this. So the Bloody Pack. First off, what did they change? Well, they made a couple of minor changes to the pack. Halloween pack got some significant changes to it, but there's enough changes that have happened here that I want to kind of do a redo for this pack. Primarily, they've added some additional combos or backfill combos for the blood for the blood combo card, and then they also made adjustments to two of the cards that are in the pack. So I'll talk about those as we get to them. But let's start with the name of the pack, Blood. This is a combo card. This is one of the lower ranked ones in my original rankings for it. When I last reviewed it 5 years ago, the card only had 87 combos. Now it has gotten backfilled since I did my last review, but at the time it had 0 bronze, 1 silver, 49 gold, and 37 diamond combos. Now you fast forward 5 years later, it no longer has 87 combos, it has 109 combos, 2 bronze, 2 silver, 57 gold, and 48 diamond. So primarily it got gold and diamond combos, which you'd like to see, but it still did get 2 bronze combos and a silver combo, unfortunately. I don't know why. This card always has gotten the short end of the stick on the premium golds. I feel bad for this one and for fish and for ice. Those ones are always getting a lot of not that great combos for whatever reason. But it does still have some good combos it can make with Onyx cards, so I wanted to kind of talk about those. So its best combo it can actually make is a 66 total stat, and that is Blood Analyst here. This would be a 33 attack, 33 defense with Knowledge Onyx, and also with Science Onyx. Now, in terms of its highest attacking combo, one stat lower, 65 total stat, there is Vampiric Gargoyle, which is actually a new backfill for it with Golem Onyx. And so this is a 37 attack, 28 defense. This is one of the new, they added, I think, 8 new combos for it, and this is one of them. So it's kind of cool. I love that combo. It's a good stat line. Other good combos for it, Fireblood Dragon, which is a 36 attack, 29 defense. This is with Dragon and Fire Onyx. And then Bloodlust, which is a 35 attack, 30 defense. This is with Energy Onyx, Strength Onyx, Vampire Onyx, and then recently Madness Onyx also got added to this one. So went with the addition of Madness as an Onyx card, that is. It's not a backfill, it's just a new Onyx card. And then finally, Radiation Sickness here is also a 35 attack, 30 defense, and this is when you combo Blood with Radiation Onyx. So those are its best Onyx combos. A couple okay ones there, nothing that really stands out. It's unfortunate that the best combo it makes is a 33-33 on the Onyx side. But let's go to its best non-Onyx combos. To start with there, we have Fireblood Dragon again. Obviously, it's lowered now because it doesn't have an Onyx combo, so the stats are not as high. But Fireblood Dragon, again, is comboed with Dragon and Fire with Blood. Then we've got Unicorn Blood. This is a 31 attack, 23 defense, and this combos with quite a few cards. With Death, Healing, Horn, Horse, Rainbow, and Wizarding School. So quite a few combos there. Another 31-23 combo is Veined Castle, and that's with the new combo card Shrine. So Shrine and Blood make Veined Castle. On the 30-24 side of things, Blood Angel here, which is a card from the pack. This combos Blood with Angel, obviously, but also with Apocalypse, Darkness, and Wings. Another 30-24 is Bed Bug here, and that's with Sleep, so Blood Sleep is a bed bug. because they eat your blood while you sleep. Ugh. And then lowering the attack a little bit. A new combo here is War Bear. This is a combo with Bear and Blood. And this is a 29 attack, 25 defense. Similar stat line, Nanobots here is with Blood and Invention. And this is a 29-25. And I forgot to mention, Unicorn Blood with Death was also a new combo. And then final new combo that's kind of on the top here is Dog. Flea, which combos with Dog and Blood. So that's a 28-26. Other 28-26 is Bloody Prom Queen, which has actually just gotten updated. And I need to make sure that that stat line is correct. Let's see. Just want to make sure. I think I changed it already. So it used to be a 13-11. Oh no, so this stat line is incorrect. I need to adjust that. It's no longer a 28-26. Let me give you the correct stats for it now. I forgot to update those stat lines. So now it's a 31-23. So this is the same stats as Unicorn Blood now, which is this one got updated and no longer being 13-11, it's now 16-8, which is a great change for it. But that means Bloody Prom Queen is comboed with Blood and Monster, Blood and Psychic, Blood and Sci-Fi, and Blood and the Chosen One. So all of those now, instead of being 28-26, are 31-23. So that's a good change. Makes them a little bit more useful, especially in Heroics, which is where I think you would use this card more. And then finally, 28-26, Sparkling Vampire here. So, Blood, when I reviewed it, I think I'd actually had it at like a 2.5. When I did my most recent re-ranking of all of the gold combo cards, it actually got dropped down to a 2-star. But with the changes of the couple stat lines here for the cards that are in this pack, as well as the additional backfills it has, and the new Onyx cards that combo with it, it's gone up from a 2-star to a 3-star. So now it's a middle of the road. It's not one that you want to necessarily not care about, but it's definitely not one that is a must get. It's now just kind of a middle of the road pack, one slightly above average. I do want to say I really appreciate seeing backfills for this card, and also it now self combos. So Blood and Blood makes a combo. Actually, that's Halloween that does the Blood. Halloween makes the self combo. I don't know if Blood and Blood do. Now I have to look before I lie to you guys. Blood and Blood makes Blood Bros. So yeah, it does self combo. But I want to see more of this backfills for these underperforming gold cards. Again, Fish and Ice are good examples of that. I know Time is kind of hard one because it's a free-to-play card, but that's one I'd love to see as well, have a little bit more love to it. But I love seeing this, and it's now made this definitely a lot more usable and flexible card, with both the changes to the stat lines for a couple of the cards in the pack, but also with the additional backfills. I think you need to have both of those in order to make some of these underperforming cards be able to perform better. So with that being said, there was another change in this pack, and that was the Onyx card. It used to be Earth. Earth was a 2.5 star. Energy is a 3.5 star. I tried to look back to see if I reviewed this, because Energy was updated for the Zoom Zoom pack, but I did not do an update for the Zoom Zoom pack. I just did a little quick little video talking about the updated card and give details there. But since I haven't updated this and given the full details on it, I wanted to perform that, or give that information out here. So Energy Onyx combo card has 103 combos. 5 of them are bronze, 1 is silver, 36 are gold, 61 are diamond. You have to remember that this is one of the free-to-play cards, so quite a few people already have this card researched, which is a nice thing. You don't have to go through the research process if you own the lower quality version of the card. And the other nice thing with Energy is it's previously a gold card, so typically it has more gold and diamond combos because of that, which means it's going to have higher scores. And you can see that Earth was a bronze card that's been upgraded to Onyx, and it was only a 2.5, whereas this one's a 3.5. So let's talk about its best combos. Obviously, it combos with both Knight and Superhero to make Space Guardian, and if you have the Onyx versions of those, it's a 37 attack, 34 defense, which is a 71 total stat line. That's kind of the best you can get outside of Hydrobot. Then with Leader Onyx, it makes Zeus, which is a 37-33, so 70 total. We also have Chomp Dude Spirits, one of my personal favorites. That's Energy and Spirits, which is a 40 attack, 30 defense. I love making that combo. I make it often in my arena. And then Morphed Beast here is with Werewolf Onyx. This is a 37 attack, 33 defense. And then finally, you've got Transformabot here with Metal Onyx. This is a 35 attack, 35 defense. So those are all of its 71 and 70 combos. I wish it did have a couple more 70 combos. That would probably help it get up to that 4-star rating if it had just a couple more, but unfortunately, it does not. But let's talk about its best non-Onyx combo. So obviously it's an Onyx card, so when it combos with non-Onyx cards, what are its best combos it can make? Well, Chomp Dude Spirits, once again with Spirits. This time, it's instead of being 40-30, it's a 38-28. Still a really great combo. I love that stat line. One of my favorite ones to see. Pixies, very similar. And this is with Wizarding School and Energy. Onyx, and this is a 37 attack, 29 defense. Then you've got Turtle here, which is making Racing Tortoise, and that's a 36-30. Another 36-30 here is Vengeful Spirit, that's with Cursed. Then a 38-27 here, and this is with Sugar Demons made with Halloween. Another very similar combo, 37-28, is a Surfer Dude with Speed. Then dropping down a little bit, 36 attack, 29 defense, Moon Flare with Moon. Bloodlust once again, 35-30, that's with Blood, with Madness, and with War. Then you've got Holiday Lights with Holidays, that's a 35-30. One more 35-30 is the Optic Mutant with Mutation. Dropping down again, 34-31, Space Guardian with Knight and Superhero. Black Friday's a 33-32, and that is with Turkey Day. And then on the defensive side, you've got Windmill of Dune, which is with Wind, a 28-37. And then finally, there's Nano Power, which is a 27 attack, 38 defense. That's with Galaxy Wars and with Miniature. So again, Energy is a 3.5 star. I have this in my arena deck. If you have the right cards that work with it, so Knight, Superhero, which are free-to-play cards, and then Werewolf and Metal are also free-to-play. Those make some of the best combos with it. So if you do have those cards, this is definitely one that I would not sleep on. Again, the thing that it struggles with, it doesn't have very many of those 70-71 attacks, but if you have the right cards for it, it does work. I use Knight, Superhero, Leader, and Spirit, and Metal in my arena deck, so Energy was a natural fit because that's 6 of the 7 top combos it can make. And then not included in there is I have quite a few of the Bloodlusts as well, which is a 37-32, which is a 69 combo stat, which is also pretty good. Obviously, you want 70-71 as much as you can, but you know, in a pinch, you can use those other ones, like with Onyx Madness. So, yeah. Anywho, that is it for the combo cards. Let's look at the Diamond Final Form cards, see if there's anything that's good or useful here. So first we have Blood Angel, which is a 31 attack, 25 defense curse card. Unfortunately, being curse card, it's not very usable or practical, so it's one I would kind of pass on. Then you've got Bloodbath here, which is a 30 attack, 25 defense Absorb. Again, Absorb cards aren't very useful, so this is not one that you necessarily want to use. You get to Blood Bros here, which is a 22 attack, 31 defense Protection card. Unfortunately, that defense for the protection is just a tad too low to really make this a good recommendation for a lobotomizer deck. So I'd have to pass on that one too. Then we go on to Blood Mage, which is a 29 attack, 25 defense curse card. Again, with curse, not very useful. So it's not one that would be helpful in this situation. Then we get to Bloody Mary, a 28-27 curse. Again, there's a lot of curse cards with this blood pack, unfortunately. So that one is another unuseful one. I really wish one of those three curse cards they would have swapped to be a critical strike or even a crushing blow, just to help it out a little bit more. But three curse cards is kind of a deal breaker for me. Then you've got the Bloody Prom Queen. Now this is the card that they spent the most time fixing in this pack, and it went from being a 29-27 critical strike to now it's a 32-24 critical strike. So it went from being not really good, not even like an entry level critical strike, to now being entry level to maybe mid level for Arena. It's definitely usable in Heroics for a very long time at that 32 attack. 32 attack kind of drops off very quickly in Arena for critical strikes. That defense is nice though, but overall I'm happy with that change. It's much better than it was before, and it makes all those combos, as I was mentioning at the beginning, much better than they were before. So that was a beneficial change. And then the only other somewhat usable final form from this pack is Fireblood Dragon, which is a 32-25 crushing blow. So of the Diamond Final Form cards, again, really, Bloody Prom Queen is the one that you'd be most excited to get now, thanks to the change that they made to it. Fireblood Dragon would be useful in Heroics and maybe at the start of Arena. But again, Bloody Prom Queen, even with that change, it's more of like an entry level to maybe the start of middle of being able to play in Arena. But once you get into, I'd say Legendary and above, you're not going to be using 32 attack critical strikes very often. So that's just me shooting from the hip telling you guys that. Let's look at the gold final form cards. Blood Analyst is probably one of the better ones in here. This is a 22 attack, 22 defense critical strike. If you're in the need for additional ones for Heroics, you could potentially use that. It has enough defense that it won't actually take too much damage, if any damage at all. But again, with that low attack of 22, you're not going to be doing too much damage with a 44 attack if your opponent's got 20 defense, So it's unfortunate, but that could still be usable in a pinch. It's better than the next one here, which is Blood Imp, a 22 attack, 19 defense curse card. I would probably just dust that myself. You've got Bloodlust here, a 24 attack, 19 defense absorb card. It's an absorb. It's not going to be useful. Mana Elf is also an absorb card, a 24-15, so it's got the same attack, but it's got 4 less defense, unfortunately, so it's even worse than Bloodlust here, unfortunately. Sekhmet is the other card that they actually adjusted from this pack. It was also a absorb card. It was a 27 attack, 13 defense absorb. Now it is a 27 attack, 13 defense critical strike. So it went from not really being useful or usable at all to now being niche usage in Heroics, or even if you want to have a really cheap entry-level Arena critical strike, you could use that, but you'd need to have Tiebreaker, because at 13 defense, you're going to die no matter what using that one. So it's got some niche uses from where it was before. As an absorb card, it wouldn't be useful at all. So I'm happy to see that change as well. And especially this pack had 4 gold final form absorb cards, so now it only has 3, so that was good. Would have liked to see something similar on the curses for the diamond cards, but I'm not complaining. They made changes here, and I'm happy with that. And then finally, Vampire Queen here. She is a 24 attack, 18 defense absorb card. Again, being absorb, not very useful, unfortunately. I'd love to see more use cases for Absorb and Curse cards. I've got plenty of them just stored away, not being used, not being leveled up, because there's not really a good use for them. But maybe in the future they will consider finding uses for both of them. But for now, that's my take on this. So let's recap real quick. Overall, the gold combo card is just kind of a mid-tier gold combo card. It got significantly improved from being like not really usable to now being somewhat usable. It's good for heroics. Onyx card went from being earth to being energy. So it went from being just an middle of the road to slightly above average Onyx card. And with the right cards, it can be very useful for you. When it comes to the final form cards, Bloody Prom Queen with her upgrade went from being unusable to now being a good entry-level critical strike. And you've got Fireblood Dragon, which is also good for heroics. All the rest of them aren't really useful or usable. So who should buy this pack? I think primarily it's going to be collectors, people who like the card artwork, people who want to thank and support Monumental for putting time in to actually change and adjust these cards. There are a handful of entry-level cards that you could use, and even the cheap ones like the change to Sekhmet making it entry-level, but with the Halloween pack coming right behind this and being a far superior change, I would tell those people, if you're more of a beginner, to hold off for that pack, and I'll review that one after this video. Whenever the Halloween pack comes back into the shop. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. I really appreciate Monumental putting the time in to not only add backfills, but actually adjust cards. I definitely think that's a way to go in the future for additional packs that have some suboptimal cards, or that were made so long ago that the combos that they were just no longer make sense in the state of the game as it is now. So yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like these types of changes? Do you want to see more of it? Or do you not like them, and why? Let me know. But I hope to hear from you guys, and I will talk with you again soon. All right, take care.